with the YouTube. It's anime, WozaMyyDali. You know what's going on. You know Naruto, the greatest anime of all time. The only anime that I really fuck with for real. And Dragon of all the Z's. You know. So make sure y'all like the video and all those nice things. We back with one more reaction, you know. One more. Another reaction, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you like the video on do all those nice things. We got when Pain jumped the life out of the sixth. You know what I'm saying?
The scene kicks off with the Six Tails and his apprentice Hotaru walking through this beautifully green open field. They just wrapped up a very underrated arc where Naruto had to protect Hotaru's forbidden Kinjutsu from falling into the wrong hands. So now, with a new level of joy and determination which usually happens after a long encounter with Naruto, the two of them are ready to stop running and hiding from their past. So Utakata stops her and says,
Will you
Oh,
wait
when
here
did
for
when
me?
did
I'm meeting the Anbu Black Ops. I'm tired of all this running. I
when
want
did
to get them.
Naruto have this type of like animation, dog? I never saw this type of animation. This looks like the newer age, or am I going crazy? Maybe my eyes. You know what?
To travel and train me.
I bet you are. Travel and train. You're trying to train that Punani. You are not slick. We peeped how you were acting that whole arc. This was definitely more than just a master and apprentice relationship. Cause I promise you, if Jiraiya was acting the same way with Naruto, he would be buried under the jail. Nonetheless, Hotaru enthusiastically agrees to stay put, so Utakata begins to head into the forest. Once he arrives, he eagerly decides to send out a messenger, but
I
to
feel like
his
some of the niggas on this shit they just run out of names and shit, dog. Utakata, dog. What? You know what? Now niggas have to research that shit. There's no way that's a real name. There's no way. Utakata mean ukate meaning. There's no way. I know for a fact the writers was just like fuck.
You will cut. You will cut. You will cut. You will cut.
You'll cut Swahili. Yeah, niggas, niggas were at the point where they were like, we already have names like Itachi. We have names like Naruto, Kakashi, goated names, Obito. You know, let's just say some. I feel like most of the niggas, the tail beast niggas, except for Gara and Naruto, and maybe the black nigga, the rest, they were just trying to put some other tail beast niggas in. Like, you know, they had to make some space. You know when like there's the main niggas and then you have to have the niggas to fill up the space. Those the two tails, the three, all those niggas. Dog, I don't know what was going on there, dog. Utakata. I know they ran out of
dismay and
fucking
confusion. He was met with
Utakata.
no reply.
Like,
So
look at this nigga's powers. His powers is bubbles. Grown ass man. Bubbles. I know they ran out of ideas. That's the only explanation. We went from shits like Rasengan, Shidori, niggas literally gods, to a dude blowing bubbles.
in a state of worry, he begins to investigate the area and look for some clues. But in the time it takes Choji to finish a 7-course meal, he quickly finds a bloody Anbu mask. Now the bloody mask is one thing, but it was the background music that started to play that really would have made me explosive diarrhea in that Versace kimono. Once you hear that theme,
Oh,
you
shit.
know it's raps. The Six Tail, Christian
you hear
Bale,
that
Diddy's in jail.
yo,
It does
dog.
not matter. Pain in 4. Like, don't even try to fight at that point. Just start crying for help. I'm blowing on that bubble pipe like
Dog,
my life depends.
okay, I sorry for pausing, but like, do y'all ever have like see the antagonist or the bad guy be such a goated character to the point where like you don't mind him beating the protagonist. That was pain for me, dog. Not but Naruto is goated though. When he pull up and all that shit, Naruto, Sasuke's what's her name? Sakura's bitch ass there just screaming, being useless as always. And then Naruto pulls up, you know, and that was some goated shit. But like some of these antagonists gets to the point like where they too goated, where like, nah, you know what? I won't even be mad if they win the whole show. That's the energy Pain gave me, dog. If that nigga fucked up Naruto, got the 9 tails, each achieved everything he's been, I wouldn't be mad. I put that on everything.
Depends on it, which it
I
obviously
would
does,
not be
because
mad.
when this man turned around, we see 6 niggas posted up in the shadows, eyeing him down like the last bit of crack in a room full of addicts. Utakata starts the conversation off by asking if it was him who killed the Anbu you were supposed to meet up with today, but Pain doesn't even dignify that
Damn,
negative
you
two
know a
question
nigga's
with
cold when he
the
closes
response.
his eyes.
Did you eat the last cookie? No, he just got a crumb beard on his face for no
You
reason
know
and a
he's
half full
cold.
glass of milk beside him. The fuck do you
Goated.
think? No, they just in the back looking at you, looking at the mask for fun. Tighten up. Pain, now annoyed at his sorry ass question, jumps straight to the point and says,
I need the tailed beast. It's inside you.
then raises his hand towards Utakata and shoots 5 missiles at him. The missiles look like they did some damage, so the 6 Pains begin to walk him down with the most poise and confidence you could possibly imagine. But the 6 Tails refuses to go out like a hoe. So instead of staying on his knees while begging for mercy, he pops up and hits us with a very predator-like scream. Hold on though, he actually might be ready to cook. That scream was very main character-esque. If I didn't know any better, I would have thought this was his show. Utakata
I
wastes
never seen
no
this
time
episode,
getting into
though. I don't know
version
why I
1
watched
state,
all
but
of-
Pain's not intimidated in the slightest. This nigga eats Jinchurikis for breakfast. He's gonna have to summon Satan himself to scare him off. He
what the
finally
fuck
kicks
is
off the
that,
fight
bro?
by launching all 6 of his tails at him, but they all quickly jump out the way. Baldy Pain then rips off his arm in preparation to blow this bitch down, while each of the 2 other paths summon the King of Hell and this
That's
special
like I
aid
feel like this is some shit we should never appreciate, dog. Naruto had to get really mad to get the. All the dudes did was shoot some missiles and kill a dude that he was supposed to meet. That the dude who Utakata doesn't even know for real. So you telling me that's what got you mad to the point where, fuck it, let me let this beast out. You know how mad Naruto had to get? God damn it.
With everybody now in position, the Diva Path yells out go, and they all begin to charge at him. The Pain with the bust down orange 30-inch silk press charges
how you
him
know
first
he's
and
about-
stabs one of the 6
he's about to
tails
get
with his
fucked
raw.
up,
So
though. The fact
Utakata
that
tries to blow him away with a hot blast of steam, but the Pain that looks like he frequently attends buffets jumps in front of the blast and blocks the blow. Utakata's waist then quickly begins to shrink like he got on an invisible waist trainer, and now he's mysteriously floating to the sky. But it's soon revealed that he wasn't actually floating. It was in fact the special ed chameleon that had him in his grasp, and a tight one at that. Because after struggling for a little bit, he collapses on the chameleon's tongue and concedes to its strength. But not long after collapsing, he remembered that he can't die yet. He still got that forbidden coochie waiting for him that he has yet to indulge in. So he pops back up and kicks it into 3rd gear. He then quickly escapes the chameleon's grasp with ease. And in the blink of an eye, he's back on the ground tearing through the guts of Big Back Pain and Mr. Silk Press. So the chameleon tries to wrap him up with his tongue again. But this time,
nah.
the Jinchuriki wraps around his tongue and raises his body to temperature
You
so
have
high
to
that
win.
the chameleon had to clock out the fight. The 2 other paths swoop in to save the 2 other banged up members. And now the 6 Tails is on
That nigga turned blue.
ready for the main course. Okay, Utakata, show him how it's done. That's that triple P right there, power of the poom poom. I'm telling you, girls really do run the world. Niggas will move mountains and start wars just for the right woman. And Utakata is no better. He just took out 2 paths in the blink of an eye. That is not an easy feat. Now, as salty as I am with Pain for reasons that I refuse to mention before I break down right now and start crashing out, he's never been one to run from the smoke. So when Utakata non-verbally
That
called
nigga's
for the
always
ISO, he
cold
was
and
ready
shit,
to
just
step up
chilling
to
there.
bat. So he jumped off that branch and dared him to run up. And that's exactly what the 6 Tail did. But as soon as he got within striking distance, Pain raised his hand and hit him with the infamous almighty push. The
Dog,
Six Tails
I
then
feel like
starts launching whole
like the thing with if any of these characters were in real life, dog, you know how like goated they would be. Like think about it, you about to like get into the throwing of hands with someone there. The dude is literally unfazed, not even like that nigga's just chilling. In my mind, I already know he knows some shit that might actually fuck me up, but I'm not. But I'm still gonna go ahead, you know, because I don't wanna be seen and known as a bitch for the rest of my life, you know. But I know because he's clearly standing there, looking like he knows some things that might put me in a certain predicament, you know. If there were niggas like these in real life, though, that would be crazy. Just chilling there, face, you know, chilling there, not even moving a blink, not even. You know how niggas get when they ready to throw the hands, you know, they get ready, you know, doing one of these, all that. Dude is just chilling.
He's at him with perfect precision. And I'm not exaggerating. Nigga would have went D1 in javelin for sure. Look at this form. But of course, before they could hit him, Pain stopped the trees with his same tired ass move. Before the trees could even drop to the ground, this nigga Utakata is zipping through the air hoping to catch him off guard. But unfortunately for him, the Diva Path jumped out the way just in time. Then threw 6 rods at him to pin down his tails. And this is when the jumping got out of hand. Because not even a full second after getting hit with those rods, 1, 2, 3, 4, you 5, stupid. 18 million missiles come zooming in towards him, causing a ginormous explosion. Nigga didn't even let the rods suck up all the chakra yet. But to put the icing on the cake, Baldy Pain unfolds his head and creates an even bigger blast. And now I'm certain that Utakata is indeed cooked. 3 of the Pains then approach the newly formed gaping hole in the earth to make sure they actually got him this time. And that is when we see Utakata buried under the giant pile of rocks. The debris and destruction from this fight was so bad that it even took the cameraman a couple minutes to locate where this nigga was. 2 more seconds of looking around and I'm sure he thought Pain was gonna knock him out too. But thankfully, he tightened up and avoided Pain's fury. Utakata, on the other hand, is now on his last legs. Or should I say last arms, cause Lord knows his lower half is the consistency of freshly pressed juice right now. The banged up Jinchuriki decides to use his last bit of energy to send a message to Hotaru, talking about some,
Please, Hotaru, you have to. You have to live. Live.
brother, do you want to live? Hotaru will be straight. She's not the one with no legs right now.
Yeah,
This still
like,
my mom, I love her. Ass mom.
This
Only
nigga
I get
acting
the
like
luxury of saying I'd give up
she
early.
gave a
Don't
fuck
start
for
chucking
them.
some rocks or something down. You can't go out like this. And hold on, if we really think about it, Hotaru does not even like you for real.
Like,
You're telling me
nigga.
all these violent Hiroshima type explosions are going off a couple miles from her, and she didn't feel not one rumble. Just up there, kick up on a rock, swinging her feet with not a care in the world. Yeah, I'm not buying it. I smell a setup. Now, as much resilience as he showed in the
Nah, when
beginning
that
of the
nigga
fight,
turned blue,
unfortunately
he
for
had to
him
be
and us
goated,
who
dog.
wanted to see more
I've
action,
never
that
seen
bubble was indeed the
that
last
thingy.
bubble he ever blew alive, giving Pain yet another W. Overall,
I'm never
slept-on
forgiving
fight.
the fact that your power is bubbles, dog. There's no way, dog. Give that to a kid. Like I don't bubbles. I can never respect that, dog. But you know what it is? Late nights, WozaMyyDali, no sleep. Like the videos. You know what's going on.